everybody. Welcome back to the Empowerment Podcast Show. This is Nombila Zoe, and you are tuned in on the Pioneers of Greatness show. Now, we are here to empower, inspire, and equip your life. This is what we do. This is our mission, and we will surely deliver. Do remember, we are here for you from Monday to Sunday. We've got great presenters lined up for you with great shows and content that you don't want to miss. Now, also, do please remember, we are available on all our social media platforms. We would like to hear from you. We would like to hear your ideas. Your feedback is mostly what we love to hear, and also what you'd like to see here more often. Now, we are available on all our social media platforms. We are Empowerment Podcast. We are on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. We are also on TikTok, and we also have a YouTube channel where you could subscribe and join the family. Now, we also have a WhatsApp line where you can personally talk to us and give us your engagement or your feedback. That number is 065-615-6641. We are back yet again with another amazing guest here on the Trailblazers series that we've been doing, where we are going after people who are just blazing in their sectors or in their crafts, really, because the Pioneers of Greatness show is all about these people who are, pioneering greatly in our society, and we want to bring them closer and say, hey, what is your secret? How are you doing it? What is your recipe? How can we get there so that we make sure that you stay empowered, inspired, and equipped? Now, I don't want to waste more time, because my guest here is all things fun and popping, all things colorful and beautiful, all things power puff, okay? Her name is Spoken Priestess. The floor is yours, my lady. Welcome.
Hi, Nombila. What an intro. Hello, everybody that's tuning in to the podcast. Thank you so much, Nombila, for having me. I'm excited to be here.
You are welcome, dear. Thank you so much for giving us your time, for embracing us here on the Pioneers of Greatness show, on the Empowerment Podcast Studios. We are so delighted and honored. Now, everybody, I just want to let you know that I came across Spoken Priestess profile on Instagram, and the first thing that just enticed me was her collaboration with Foshini. That was just the top of the iceberg, but there was even more deeper when I got to know her and engage with her for this interview. And so you're going to be hearing all about that collaboration with Foshini and more. Just stay tuned and enjoy this interview. Spoken Priestess, would you please give us your background? Who is Spoken Priestess and why the name?
So the name comes from poetry. When I was a poet in 2008, I still am a poet. I don't think poetry will ever leave me. I'm just not practicing and performing anymore.
Sure.
But that's where the name comes from. It comes from poetry, my history as a performing poet.
Yeah.
And I am basically an Afrobeat DJ. And like you mentioned, I'm an African power pop girl. And I'm really passionate about all things African. I just love exploring what the continent has to offer. So I really love music, and I've been practicing in the music industry for over a decade now. But I was on radio, so I was broadcasting, and then I did a little bit of TV, and then I did a lot of digital writing as well. Wow. So I do write in my profession. And yeah, that's who the Spoken Priestess is, to be honest. If you want to put me in like a word or like
in
a way to describe me, ways to describe me, just say I'm an African power pop girl. It just sums it up.
Yay! I love that. Now, guys, this is the girl to follow. Her intro is so beautiful. Her aura is just, I don't know, man. I can't describe it. I am definitely hooked up on this girl. I just want to share something. I still believe I'm a poet, but just undercover. So I remember I recited this poem in university, and I titled it West Streets. I don't know if you know Durban, but there's a street, it's popular, it's called West Street, and that is where the taxis go up and down. It's just busy, it's epic. And I was so shy to recite that poem because I felt like I was actually looking or sounding weird. I just started with my intro was West Street, West Street, West Street, South Beach, South Beach Casino. And everybody was like, huh? And what is this? But what I want to just share on the poetry side of things is that poetry is so liberating. Poetry provokes you to get out of your comfort zone and really express how you feel, what you feel. So I really, really would love to hear more of you, whenever you feel again the groove to get into it. We would love to see that. Girl, don't be holding up on us.
I think I'll surprise my online community and just drop a poem on my reels or my Instagram or something. Yeah. Who knows? It never leaves you, even if you're not performing and even if you're not writing, it leaves you. So maybe I'll just surprise you guys one day. Then you'll know where the name Spoken Priestess comes from.
Yeah, and with that voice, I'm sure it will be so beautiful and soothing. Righty, let's get into your passion for radio, because here today I have a radio guru, somebody who's just, her voice tells it all. You can just know that if you open the radio and you hear this voice, you'd be so happy to hear such a voice, and you want to listen to more and more of what she's saying. So would you like take us through your journey of your passion for radio, as well as how it all began, your journey being an Afrobeat DJ, collaborating that and incorporating that with radio? What is that all about?
Yeah. I started radio when I was 17 years old.
Cool.
And I am much older than 17 now.
Young at heart.
I'm approaching 30. I'm so excited. So I started when I was 17 years old, and I've always loved radio. I think I will always love radio. Like, it's my first love. For me to get into the music industry was through radio.
Amazing.
Radio is what it is what opened the doors for me to be in the music industry, because that's how I met the artists.
Yeah,
that's how I was able to do my part to support the artists, and I love music so much. I used to collect music. I used to buy the CDs. I used to go to look and listen in the car, all those music stores, and collect music, and radio really allowed me to connect with the artists more, and that's kind of how I got into the industry as well, where people started noticing there's this girl that's playing our music all the time, and she's always supporting us, and she's coming to our shows, etc., etc.
Sure.
So that's how I kind of segued into the music industry. But I was in radio since I was 17, started in 20 FM, and then I moved on to 5 FM with DJ C Live, and then I was on UJFM for so many years, for about 7 years or so. Wow. And I think UJFM is where my 5 FM and UJFM actually is, that era is where my career or my name as Spoken Priestess really started coming out to like the wider industry, because in 20 FM I was known, but it's just Pretoria, and it's people that are exposed to that kind of scene. But once I crossed over to the Joburg industry, that's where like people got to know me wider, because I was writing for Hype magazine at some point, and then my show was great. Like, my show was, I'm not even gonna lie, it was top notch. It was a top notch. So like I made sure of it. I'm the kind of person that likes to do radio with a purpose, because I know that sometimes radio, people just get on the mic and they just hi, I'm here, and it's like, okay, what am I learning today? In my head, when I do radio, I always told myself, I need people to take something away from the show. You've been listening for 3 hours, or you've been listening for 1 hour or 15 minutes. What did you learn? What makes you want to stay? What did you pick up? How did you feel that will make you come back? So that's how I do radio. So I've made sure that my show was like that. And I used to have artists come in, all kinds of artists. I was never afraid to ask anyone,
Yeah.
but all my interviews were special because of the way I talk to the artists. I talk to them as human beings. I want to talk about their human experience, because artists will go for an interview and you'll get asked the same question, like, how did you come up with the song? When is the song coming out? Why did you decide to work with who, blah, blah, blah. Tell us about your song. I see all that. The music comes out. I want to know, where was your mind when the song was being made?
Sure.
You know, what are you trying to do with your career? Like, what are the other things that are around you that influence the way you make music? Those are the kind of things that I like to talk to artists about. So, yeah, UJFM was a really great time. Then I left UJFM and I went into behind the scenes, and I became a content producer. So I was a content producer at Kai FM. Produced for the Mojis, for Uncle T, the late Bob Mabena, you know. So that was such an incredible experience as well. And I was back on radio with Trans-Africa Radio, which is dope, because with Trans-Africa Radio, I was a different person. I was going into my love for African music, you know, and a lot of people didn't know that I was into Afrobeats music like that, because I've been practicing in hip hop for so long. Like, I was writing for Slicker Online. Like, I'm a real hip hop. You know, people know me for my work in hip hop. Yeah. Then I gradually moved into Afrobeats, and Trans-Africa Radio is where they play strictly African music, which is perfect for me, you know, because even on my own shows, I used to play 100% African music, local music. I never played international music on all of my shows, you know. So yeah, that's my journey in radio. And I took a break from radio in, what's now, 2021. I took a break from radio in 2018, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 2018. I took a break because it just wasn't working the way that, it just wasn't serving me. And I'm somebody that I don't stick around in places that don't serve me. And I don't mean places by the station. I mean like situations. Yeah, it wasn't working out. Like, I was living in Pretoria, so I had to travel all the time to Trans-Africa Radio, and I wouldn't have my weekends because my shows were on weekends. I was just burning out. I'm working 9 to 5 weekly. It was not working out. So I was like, you know what? Let me take a break until I'm in a place where I want to do this in a way that works for me. So that's when I took a break from radio. And in the same year, I started learning how to DJ. So that's where, like, I learned how to DJ like 2 years ago. And I've been DJing for like 3 years now. So that's essentially my journey in radio, going into music. So now I'm a DJ, and that's what I do now. You know, I'm a DJ, and that's and the thing is, I have to educate people about the fact that I am a DJ and I'm serious about it. You know, in the beginning, people probably put it like it's a hobby, or like I'm chancing, or like, oh, let's see where this goes, let's see how far she gets. Now I'm rocking, and like, what's what I live for?
Real.
It's good. I'm not chancing, I'm not joking, like, I'm serious and I mean it. So
totally, because you giving it your all, so people will generally flow into it and say, hey, now this girl is not playing, you know. It's all about giving it your all, giving it your best shot, so that people can respect your craft. I also just love what you said about serving. You know, you're saying you used to invite these artists and you would just support them, generally attend their concert until they recognized you and gave you the starting platform. I love that for people to really make it out there, you've got to support the people you look up to. You've got to get close to them. So this is definitely a takeaway. And I just love for you the way you just glow when you talk about your passion for radio. It flows. You can just tell this person is in her passion. She's living her purpose. And this is what here on the Empowerment Podcast, we are all about fine-tuning people into their purpose, and also just bringing people who will fine-tune us into our purpose. Right.
Yeah, that's
I just
beautiful.
Amazing. I just also wanted you to talk about a bit about the work you've put in. There's definitely gonna be rewards for it, and you've been receiving some awards in during your radio journey. Would you just take us through a little bit of those awards if you would like to share a bit?
So this is my biggest award that I got. This is the
Oh my
South African Hip Hop
God!
Award.
Yay! It looks so
Yeah,
beautiful.
for the best hip hop radio show,
Woohoo!
2014.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well done. Well done.
yeah, this was the first year we were nominated and we won.
Great.
I remember it like yesterday. Like we were voting like crazy. We were campaigning,
Yeah.
and the show was doing so well, and everybody
Wow.
just, it felt right. People were like, "Yeah, like you deserve it. Like
That's
this,
the
you worked hard.
moment.
This show,
Yeah.
yeah, this show is a vibe." Like some of the things that I was doing on 16 Bars Reloaded were stuff that I could this the stuff like where I started having like artists coming into the show to perform their music before it drops, and they would just
Nice.
come on the mic and they would just like I say give us instrumentals and just come and rap and have a party, and would actually host like an audience on the other side of the glass because
Wow.
UJFM had a glass.
Yeah.
So we'd invite some people, a few fans to come on the other side and we'd get
Right.
together and the artists would perform like stuff like that. The stuff that we were doing in 16 Bars Reloaded was so original, man. It was so
Yeah.
cool. The music we were playing was music from the album. People play hits and the stuff that's mainstream. We were playing the good songs that people don't hear that is in the album. So you can go and buy the album. We were doing album reviews. So yeah, so that's my biggest award for radio. And then in the same year, the following year, 2015, I got nominated for the MTN Radio Awards for Best Nighttime Campus Show.
Right.
We didn't win that one, but the nomination was such beautiful validation because
Amazing.
that's the Radio Industry
Yeah.
Award. And the Radio Industry Award says I am Best Nighttime
For them
Campus
to
Show,
recognize you.
So that was definitely a vibe. And then, so I just kept getting nominated for South African Hip Hop Awards. So the next year I got nominated,
Sure.
An interesting nomination was in 2016 where I was nominated for King of Gauteng. Which is very interesting.
Yeah, king, but you're a queen.
That was
Yeah.
very interesting. I was the first woman to be nominated King of GP. I was like, what? That was dope. Yeah, that was crazy. Like, so I found, that was very nice to be like, oh, okay, that my work is being recognized for what I'm doing for the culture, so that was really good. And then I think in 2017 or 18, we got nominated again for Best Hip Hop Show when I was on Trans Africa Radio. So I had an African hip hop show,
Right.
and we got nominated for that one as well. So yeah, that was definitely like a vibe, like definitely a vibe. Yeah.
This is brilliant. Like everywhere you go, you leave a mark. And the nominations, they don't just, if it was just a light nomination, then everybody would be a nominee.
Right.
But you've been recognized because you pushed, and your work is standing out for the right people to say, hey, look at me. So and we hail you, we congratulate you even for the nominations and also for the award. It's so beautiful. I don't know, I'm sure your family must be really, really proud of you. And of course, you yourself are proud for all the work you are doing and all your energy, your sweat, your sleepless nights, that planning and going all the way. Yeah, must really.
Yeah, I think it's in hindsight, like I think as creatives, especially as Black creatives, we don't take the time to celebrate ourselves. We don't take the time to recognize that we're doing in the moment, like even with my current campaign with Foshini, I remember speaking to my manager and I was like, yo, like I'm struggling to process what's happening. Like I can't understand. Like I can't believe it.
Is this me?
And you're like, no, you should be happy. And I'm like, no, I am happy, but I don't know how to show it. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'll celebrate once it's over.
Mm.
So in hindsight, when I'm
Yeah.
looking back on the years, I'm just like, what? I did so much I did so much. It's crazy. It's mind blowing
Yeah.
the things
Yeah.
that I was doing. And I'm just running, running,
Yeah.
running, running,
Yeah.
running, never stopping, always
Mm.
going, always going.
Mm.
So I think definitely it's so important to stop and recognize and be like, yo, you're doing good, honey,
You're doing good.
for
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
You know, lately I've been just mesmerized by a certain clip or meme where this guy is going on about Zazi ubugosti bakho ukuthi wena uyigosti. You must appreciate yourself, you know. And I've just been going
Um,
on about how I'm a ghost, you know, ghosty, and it really, really resonates with what you're saying. Just appreciate yourself. Wake up in the morning and say, you know what, ghosty, man. You know, I'm doing the most. And
yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
let's just get into your collaboration with Foshidi, because now this is really, really exciting. I really want to get my hands on that T-shirt for myself. Okay,
You
everybody.
should. The computer is closing soon. You should.
Yeah, because it's limited. Yeah, yeah. Can you just take us through that collaboration with Foshini, as well as the Shemix collaboration? What is Shemix all about?
Yeah. Man, I don't have the T-shirt on the rail.
Cool.
Maybe I should get up and go
We'll
get it.
find it
But
and put it somewhere. Yeah.
yeah. So the She Mix T-shirt came about from the song Rotation She Mix, which I dropped last year
All
with
right.
Young Verbal. He's a South African Zambian artist,
Okay.
and he came with his song, and he was like, Queen, please remix the song for me. What can we do? Like, can we
Yeah.
collaborate on something, get people
Mm,
on the song, and just
mm,
make it a remix? And I was like, sure. I was like, let's do it. Let me see who I can get. So I made a few phone calls and tried to find people. And I created a whole lineup of women across the continent. So there's a
cool.
Kenyan artist, there's a Nigerian artist, there's a Namibian artist,
Yeah.
then there's South African artist. So it goes around the continent. So
Yeah.
we did the song, and then, okay, cool, the song dropped. And then I was like, the thing about me is I'm extra. Like, I won't
Yeah.
lie. I'm starting to realize and
And come to
accept.
terms.
I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I am extra. I am
Yeah.
extra. I refuse to just do something and just have it done and just be like,
Baby,
okay, here you
now.
go, thanks.
Mm,
I'm always like, what can we add? What kind of spice? What
yeah.
what drama? What more drama can we add? So like, it would be so great to shoot a video. So that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to hustle for a video.
All right.
But I did have an idea that I want to also do a T-shirt for the song. It would be great to have a She Mix T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's written She Mix here, and it represents women in the mix. You know, in my head, I'm like, it represents women in the mix of things, just
Oh,
like
it's the
me.
She
Other
Mix Day.
women. Yeah, so other women, in life, blah 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 blah. Okay,
Wow.
sharp. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this by myself. I need to get help. I need to get someone to help me with
That's
it.
nice.
Then I approached Puccini and I said, guys, I'd like to do a T-shirt with you guys. Okay, are you guys interested? And I said, I dropped a song. The song has women from across the continent.
Mm.
Da 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 da. It's all about women empowerment, and I want, because it's about women empowerment and women collaborating, I want the T-shirt to, like, the sale of the T-shirts to go to a women and children shelter named Frida Hartley,
Wow.
to just support their work. And Virginia said, stop. They said, stop. I was like, okay, cool, let's go then. So that's pretty much how it happened.
Yeah.
And it took about a few months for it to come to life. Like,
Yeah.
we started speaking I posted them last year, but it was the end of the year, so we picked the conversation up again this year.
Right.
And then we got into production T-shirts. We got an illustrator in. Her name is Zintle Fields. And I have to show you. It's so beautiful. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, cool.
So I was wearing this one. So it's a little bit dirty, but let me put it on a hanger for you guys. yeah, like so it's so stunning. Like I just love how everything came together. And this illustration
Wow.
done by
Sure.
Zinke.
This is
Yeah.
beautiful. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's such a vibe.
Yeah.
And like all the faces, it's the girls on the
Yes.
song.
Yes. Yes.
So it's myself, Tamasha, Flo,
Yeah.
Muzi, Crystal, and Lioness from Namibia.
All right.
And so yeah, that's the illustration. It's so beautiful.
It's
Check it out online.
breathtaking. Breathtaking.
Check it out online, follow the story, and just learn about these girls, learn about the purpose. Actually, Bushini just dropped an interview where we talk about the collaboration, talk about
Okay.
why I picked Frida Hartley and what the t-shirt means to me.
Right.
So if you want to check that out, it's available on my social media, on Instagram, on my IGTV. There's 3 parts. You'll see it. You'll see
Right.
part 1, part 2, part 3 on the same row, and you can just
Okay.
catch up on that. Whoever's watching and or listening and wants to
Yeah.
get into the collaboration a bit more. But
Beautiful.
it's available in stores, and it's 199. So the profit
Wow.
of every
Wow.
sale, so the profits of those t-shirts, which is
Right.
50 rand from every t-shirt, is then going into the bucket that's going to go into Frida Hartley's donation.
Good.
Then the money is going to go to Frida Hartley.
All right.
And that makes me so happy, like
Yeah.
to wake up every morning and just push something, knowing that I'm not doing it for myself. Like if I didn't push this hard, then these women won't get as much money as we can make.
Right.
So I had to, like, for the past 2 months, people are probably either sick of me, or they have FOMO, or they bought the t-shirt, because every single day of my life since August started was rotation she mix, rotation she mix, rotation.
Everything.
Rotation she mix, it must be coming out of people's ears now, So I even got pink nails and pink hair,
Match.
pink clothes,
Yeah.
just to match. You know what?
To make
Like
the
a
right
pink
noises. Yeah. Yeah.
It's going down. Everything is just pink because of the
Pink.
t-shirt. So
Wow.
people must know it's our time now. It's our time.
Love your marketing strategy. Love that. And you know what?
Yeah.
Those women are so beautiful. I actually watched the video of the song, and I didn't even know where they come from, but I was like, why are these women all just beautiful? And that's just this is how we are.
Too.
Africa, thank you.
We are like black women, man.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's
just top level,
Yeah, and they got beautiful voices as well. I was in love with everything about the video, the whole setup. It's great, girl. You did great. You guys did great. And I'm sure you're going to do even better on your next upcoming project. Thank you so much for your time. It's been lovely having you. When you speak, you just feel lively. One who listens, a person can draw life from you, because you're talking about what you love, and it's just really authentic. And also, before we close, and I'd just like you to share maybe your closing remarks for that young person who wants to start out, who wants to come out of their comfort zone, wants to come out of the shell, but is afraid. It might be an artist, might be an entrepreneur. I love how you said you asked for help. It's so important to ask for help. So you hooked up with Shidi, and now we're here. So could you just give us some insight on that? How can one connect themselves and say it's now or never?
I think first things first, you're bound to fail. Like, things won't work out. They won't work out the first time, maybe.
Sure.
Or maybe they will, But the point is, you are bound to fail. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be embarrassed to be like, yo, abantu bazothini manje, bazothi izinto zakhe azihambi kahle, bekacabangani ukuthi ungcono kunathi. No, don't even care about those things. Like,
that actually reminds me, sorry to cut you, that song from 365, Oh by Lava Bantu, Who are
Yeah,
they?
the thing is, we give the outside world too much
Too
power
much.
on our inside world. Like, there's so much power here. There's so much power here.
Yeah.
There's so much power here. Like,
Sure.
tsunami. Why are you concerned about zinto like
Yes.
zingaphandle? Like, don't concern yourself with those things. It's none of your business. It's
Sure.
none of your business. If your business doesn't go well, if your idea doesn't get sold, if your idea is not good, or and it's maybe not workable, right?
Right.
Come up with another one.
Sure.
Come up with another one, or fix it. Like, ungapheli umoya and just
Sure.
give up on the first thing and say, this thing is not working. You didn't try. You didn't try. Keep trying. Like, the person who made light bulbs, but see, how many did he do? 1,000 or what? So
Millions.
before he got the light bulb. And people who make airplanes, like, they crashed and it wasn't working. Like, so the point is, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Keep trying and ask for help. Like, ask for help. I know that sometimes we're scared to burden people. That's a black, like, I don't know if it's a black thing, but like, siyasaba, because we don't want to burden people and sibe umthwalo, but we're here together. We're here together in this world. You can't function by yourself. Nothing works by yourself. Even in Sebenzini, they need you as part of the team to make things happen. So it shows you that you can't get anything done by yourself. So ask for help. Find people around you that you can bring in, because you're also empowering other people. Imagine if you're an entrepreneur, and you get all the kids in the neighborhood to help you deliver. Delivering the kids, you're giving them hope. You're giving them something to look forward to after school. So, like, don't think you're small. Like, you have so much power to do a lot, even if it's little. Like, your little corner is important, because that little corner will grow and will grow and will grow and will grow, and it will grow your community. So like, that's what I would say is, like, the first thing we think is negative when things don't go well. The first thing we think about our ideas is also negative. It's like, it won't work. It's not gonna work. She's not gonna say yes. Why would Pushini say yes to me? Let's leave it. Exactly. But why not you? Why wouldn't they say yes? Why? What's the reason? You can't even tell me what's the reason why your idea won't work. But you haven't even tried. That's the only reason it won't work. It won't work because you haven't tried. So give yourself a chance. Give your ideas a chance. Give yourself a chance. And if you don't do well, how many times have you been falling off a bike and you still get on the bike again? So like, you've been trying. How many times did you fail grade 10, fail grade 3, but you still went back next year until you went to grade 4? It's the same thing. Like, give yourself a chance and give your ideas a chance to live. Like, don't give up easily. Sometimes it's difficult. If you feel like giving up, you can take a break. You're allowed to take a break and just be like, oh, guys, the shop is closing for a month. But ngizobuya after a month, and you start again. Like, don't even be scared to start again. Especially creatives and content creators. Sometimes we struggle with consistency, right? You can't always upload on YouTube. Now you're discouraged. Start again. Start again. Just start again. Just start again. So like, your ideas are important. Your dreams are very valid. And nothing is out of your reach. Like, even if it's something that you want to do in Nigeria, even if it's something you want to do in the UK or Dubai, and you don't know how you want to get there, you don't have money, don't concern yourself about how you're going to do things. Concern yourself with why you're doing them. And isn't this a tangana? Just push. Like, don't think about how. Like, that thing is crippling, because when you're sitting there and you're like a little black child, you're just like, what? They're just going to say, because how am I going to do this? I don't have budget for this thing. If I said to myself, how am I going to get this t-shirt done? It was not going to exist. Because where was I going to get the manufacturing budget for this t-shirt? So I didn't concern myself with how. I was just like, this is what I want. And here we are. Just push. Uzobona phambili, doll. Don't give up. Just keep pushing. Uzobona phambili now and shit. So
Yeah. Wow. You just spoke to me, girl. You are preaching good in here.
start again. Just keep starting again. Start again
Yeah.
all the
Go
time.
back to the drawing board.
All the time.
Great. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you so much, Spoken Priestess. You have been a vibe. You have been all things great and awesome. So as we're wrapping up now, can you just give us more info on how we can get a hold of the Shemix t-shirts? And you say it's limited. How long can people, okay, as much as people buy, then once stocks run out, then it's done. But which stores can people get it? And more about your social media handles and any upcoming projects you'd like to share with us.
Yeah. So the t-shirt is available at Foschini. If you don't know Foschini, it's a fashion retail store in South Africa.
Okay.
Aside.
Yes. But this is going to other countries as well. You are so right.
It's a fashion retail store in South Africa, and it's available nationwide. So the t-shirt is in every single Foschini store in South Africa, in the country.
That's great.
Also in Namibia. So any province, no matter where you are, where there's a Foschini, this t-shirt is available. And you can also order it online as well on www.foschini.co.za. And there's a special running online when you order 2 t-shirts, you get 100 Rand off. So I would do that if I want to get 2 t-shirts. It's available at any store for 199, and profits of every single t-shirt sold is going to Frida Hartley Shelter. So make sure you go to any Foschini store, make sure you get it. The promotion campaign is winding down at the end of September for me. But the t-shirts are available in store. They're in store, please go get them for 199. And I'm doing an activation, an in-store activation on the 25th of September, on Saturday 25th September in Fourways Mall. So if you want to come meet me, if you want to come hang out, I'm also going to be giving some shopping discounts. If you buy a t-shirt, I can buy you something else. Or if you're buying some clothes, I can buy you the t-shirt. So come through and let's just vibe. I'll play you a set as well. It's gonna be nice. We're just celebrating the campaign. We're celebrating how well everything has been going, and just having a vibe in the store from 10 to 1 p.m. Stay tuned to my social media to see all the details. My social media is Spoken Priestess. If you can see my name on the bottom of the screen. I'm trying to point, it's not working. Yeah, it's somewhere there.
We can see it.
Somewhere there. That's my handle everywhere, Spoken Priestess on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and also on YouTube. My music video for the song Rotation Shemix is available, so also check it out on Spoken Priestess. And I also have mixes. I'm a DJ, so you want to hear how I play? I've got mixes on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. So anything you want, you can just type Spoken Priestess, you will find me, It's easier if you go on my website, spokenpriestess.co.za, then you can read about me, you can stream my stuff. I've got a gallery of images that if you would like to use, the press or whatever. If you want to book me as a DJ, I've also got a booking form on my website. So spokenpriestess.co.za.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all that. I must say your website looks very beautiful. Thank you. Very popping. It just defines who you are. You are beautiful. Everything about you is beautiful. We just love you and we are hooked on you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mompilo. I appreciate it, my queen.
Thank you, Queen. You are so welcome. Thank you for honoring this invite. It's been all things lovely. I am definitely revived. Just believe that I am so revived. I am so empowered. I'm inspired. I'm equipped. It's been a pleasure. May God bless you. I love the scripture, Numbers 6, verse 24 to 26. It says, the Lord bless, the Lord keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. And then it goes on to say, may his favor be upon you in 1,000 generations, and your family and your children and your children's children. You know, this is all we pray that upon you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I received that. Thank you so much. I received it.
Amen. Thank you to everybody who was tuned in to this beautiful show with the Spoken Priestess. We are very, very much excited about this one. Stay tuned for more great content coming up. You know, we have shows lined up for you from Monday to Sunday. You don't want to miss anything. And we really, really look forward to hearing from you on those social media platforms, because we love to hear from you and we want to give you what you want to hear, and we also want to grow and improve on our stuff. So now from myself, Nompilo Zoe, I am signing out of here. It's been great. It's been lovely. I love you. Until next time. Bye-bye.